Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match in the history of professional wrestling for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Wrestling fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Know what's
gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spend you. That ass down, gotta make it last down. Spread our soul, then I'ma beat it up.
He's got the whole wide world.
Stop when the beat say go. Where you go again, that voices. Watch you make your girlfriend. Come on,
He's got the whole
come on. You've been waiting patient. Wondering when and where I be. The cousin ruckus in the industry. Looking this why she can't sleep.
He just wants you to come home.
Behind my eyes.
There's nowhere left to go. It's time. Everywhere. I am everything. I am the Reaper. It's coming.
Find me!
Just let him in.
I think that's it. I think I fixed it. I had to get off the Wi-Fi and get on the main line. I think that's it. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm super good. You know, but this shit real. This YouTube shit is officially real. You know what I mean? It's real. It's not talk. Like, you know what I mean? And I knew that going in. I knew that probably 6 months ago. Like, oh, this ain't just the internet. Like, this shit, like, motherfuckers is really, like, out here meddling in your real life. So I had to take necessary precautions. Eventually you'll see the result of those precautions. I don't really care what a motherfucker got to say. You know what I mean? Because I know what a motherfucker is doing or was trying to do to me. You know, fortunately, my judge seen through it. You know, and the prosecution seen through it because I report on time. I've never failed a drug test. At home all day. And I can get on YouTube and talk about any motherfucking thing I want to talk about. It's my platform, right? So people took necessary steps to try to hurt me, and this ain't the first time to try to hurt me, my kids, in real life. You know, I'm not an advocate for R. Kelly. I'm not. And everybody that's watching, all the channels that's watching, I'm not like y'all. If I come across some shit that shows that this nigga is a pedophile, I ain't going to give the shit to where who it need to go to. I'm not gonna come across a video like with Kip and don't give it who it's supposed to go to. You see what I'm saying? Now, while I don't know R. Kelly, so I can't go and give up shit on R. Kelly. I don't know him. You see what I'm saying? I don't know him. You know? But I am in association with several families, and I'm the one that's on social media. So when I see people going after their businesses or going after their jobs or putting their personal information up, you know, doing things that could possibly get them killed, because I told you, you don't know these people that's in your chat. So when you on your channel talking that tough Tony shit, it's people in your chat that believe you really like that. You know what I mean? They really, really believe that shit. They really believe that shit. And when you present when you present the shit of you going to the police, like, oh man, yeah, I'm going to the police. I'm tell this, tell that. I got some examples. Cause see, I'm already sentenced. I'm already like my shit done. It's over with. So all the restraints that I had, I really don't have those restraints no more. But out of respect to certain people that told me like, hey, you know, this shit could probably be used in court. Like, don't post it. But I'm gonna post some of it. You know? I've been dealing with 3 different districts about at least 2 of these people for like 6 months. To be honest with you, none of them should have been able to be on my call yesterday because they should be arrested. Like, I don't like, you know, this shit ass backwards and they slow, you know? Like, they should be in jail. You know what I mean? They should be in jail. Like, it's more than enough sufficient shit that they should be incarcerated. Because you shouldn't, you know, put it like this right here. If I'm helping you and I'm getting attacked for helping you, then, you know what I mean? Those person that's attacking me should be able to, you know what I'm saying? They should feel it some kind of way. You know? I've had motherfuckers go after everything around me. You know what I mean? And for every family. Like, I'm the one that told them, like, listen, motherfucker got to start paying attention to the internet. Like, I understand that the case is about these girls, but these motherfuckers on the internet dangerous. You know, and the question was always, you know, what do you mean dangerous? Like, what are you talking about? It's the internet. I'm like, no, man. I'm like, no. Like, no. These niggas is motherfucking, you know, they dangerous. You know, and I meant that shit. Like, motherfuckers is really extremely dangerous. Like, I've had my co-defendant called up and put on the channel. I've had my pretrial called up and put on the channel. You know what I mean? I've had people that called CPS and then got on their channel and bragged about doing it. You know what I mean? All of this, hey, soliciting, and it's not more so they doing it, they soliciting it till it get done. You know what I mean? Like, a motherfucker sitting up like, okay, all right, now, you know I got problems with one of my people in my case. Necessary things had to get done by me in order for me to protect myself, right? So, when you look at some of these people have solicited, bruh, to, hey, why don't you, you know what I mean, call this, or do this, or do this. All these, it ain't a motherfucking set of parents y'all done heard about that ain't have to move. You know, who feels safe with a motherfucker sitting around playing with their house and all of that shit? And it didn't do nothing but hurt him. You know, it's kind of the real reason why he didn't get a bond. You know, I always told y'all that. Like, regardless of how much a motherfucker hated me, I always came and told you the truth. You know what I mean? And I told motherfuckers like, hey, you need to stop. You know what I mean? You should stop. You know? Like, when you see shit like this, when you see shit like this, like when you see shit like this matters. You know what I mean? Everything is public record, and yes, you have First Amendment right, but when you use it for malicious content, when you're posting shit like this, and then people that you talk to in your real life that you have interviewed carry out such things, you know what I mean? And they shit get blown up and they almost die. Like, you took it way too far. You know what I mean? Like, you welcome to call me anything you want to call, but you don't have me on video headed to this police station or headed to this police station or soliciting people that say, hey, call these people and fuck them up. You know, you don't have that. I kept telling them. You know what I mean? And then it's a video that I got that I sent over of him talking about he got a 22, a gun. So I hope when they come for you, like they have on like army fatigue. You know what I mean? They kick that little 1-bedroom apartment in and drag you out by that dirty ass beard. You know what I mean? Like just like y'all ain't been playing with me and y'all been recording my lives and sending them to the lawyers and all of this different kind of shit, I ain't been playing with y'all either. I haven't been playing with y'all either. You know? And I bet you that mine is more extensive like I told you. Like today, I lost my Social Security card. So today I was intending to get up and you can't go to the office. I was intending to get up and call. I printed out that long ass application. I was intending to do that. But I couldn't because I'm on the phone with people that I don't know across the country about y'all still. You know, and I had to let these people know, like, I'm tired of talking. Like yesterday, I almost got more time in prison because they are playing with me. Like, them people didn't know me and they was mailing in letters on me. Just because of my opinion of R. Kelly, all the way from Mr. Mute R. Kelly to pedophile assistants to enablers 1 through 8. You know what I mean? That don't give a right for a motherfucker to be parked outside my house. And it has been nothing that you have seen that happen to me from my landlord to a motherfucking CPS that them people wasn't involved with. It has been nothing. You know what I mean? It's been nothing. You know, and listen. I know he is a fucking scumbag, right? I expect him. Like, I know a lot of Chicago niggas. I've been in Chicago, right? I know his pedigree, right? But her, I don't get it. You know what I mean? And as much as I have in my mind, like, you know, I'm finna go in here and bash the shit out of her. I got about 2,000 motherfucking overweight jokes, all kind of shit. It's depressing, like, because I used to be on the phone with these people and they was cool. But I used to be on the phone with them and they were cool. But she was the one that always wanted to start bullshit with me. You know what I mean? And I find it every single time I talk about one of y'all on the internet, within 15 minutes, I feel bad about it. I take the shit down. I don't think it's but one video that I left up. I usually take it down. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck wants to be sitting up talking about a woman's weight? I don't know who the fuck I'm offending in the chat. I haven't seen every person. You know? You know what I mean? I don't know. And then listen, it's bad enough that you sit around and lie on R. Kelly in his case. Y'all was on the damn call. Why the fuck y'all lying on me? You know what I mean? I got a group of people that's riding with a person, she dirty, and keep on continue to fuck with my real life, trying to get me fucked up. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, it's a lot of shit going on surrounding that person. It's a lot of shit going on surrounding that person. You know what I mean? But this person started with me. This person fucked with me in my real life. And as y'all can see, y'all seen me get sentenced to 18 months, right? She ain't gonna get 18 months. Her situation ain't gonna be like that. She's done a lot of different shit. This wife was passing out my wife's information. Why are you giving my wife's information out? Why? What the fuck did my wife ever do to you? You know what I mean? Some people have sent me various things, this and that. I'm not finna say anything to your I'll talk about your husband in Africa and have my information, but I'm not finna go and put his information out here. He hadn't done anything to me. You know? He really haven't. He haven't done anything to me. Could be malicious and do that, but give you an example, like, bruh. Yeah, like you got. How can you apologize for some shit like this? You know, how could you sit over there? You know what I mean? Stuff in your face and apologize for some shit like this. There's no apology for shit like this.
My hood stay turned up, turned down for what? My hood stay turned up, keep calm for what? My hood stay turned up, turned down for what? My hood stay turned up, my hood ain't got no chill. My hood ain't got no chill. We hit the ball with 4 racks, man, shit about to get real. Shawty, what you drinking? So rock is what I'm thinking. Non-stop, she taking shots, her brain's about to be sinking. We turned up right now, haze rolling up right now. Your hood got that Reggie, my hood got that laugh. We going in full throttle, hurt popping them bottles. Send little mama the big cuz, and he asking her if she swallows. Like Instagram, come follow. And VIP with models, my section all the way live. Y'all haters won't survive, y'all doing a lot of bluffing. We turned up at so 5, the owner say calm down. What I look like, a clown, nigga? Keep calm for what? My hood stay turned up, turned down for what? My hood stay turned up, keep calm for what? My hood stay turned up, turned down for what? My hood stay turned up, keep calm for what? My hood stay turned up, turned down for what? My hood stay turned up, keep calm for what? My hood stay turned up,
Yo.
turned down for what?
Yo.
My hood stay turned
Let's
up.
go. Yeah. It's that time. Yo. So check this out. Last night, Oak Cove decided that they wanted to do a funny. They decided that they wanted to lie on me. So they called themselves putting everything in the chat that I ever talked about, and they was like, oh, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. Okay, cool. Now, when I looked in the chat, I seen a nigga in tune that said, yo, y'all must be talking about Dana. I get it. From that point, and y'all must be talking about Dana, Tune decided he wanted to put his 2 cents in. Cool. He can do that. That's his right. However, what what gets me is that, don't you got sickle cell or something? Don't you got diabetes or something? Why are you trying to enter yourself into a situation that can cause you to have a heart attack and die? It can cause your sugar to go up, homie. It can cause your health to disbarred. So, Tune, stay out of this, bro. I'm just getting started. Then I see that built-ass nigga over there, that side shim, talking about, Dana want this cat. Bitch, you can't even find your cat, bitch. You don't even know if you're a man or a woman, or if you're a built-ass side shim. Stay your ass where you belong, tears, before you be forever in tears. It's not my fault that your wheelchair buddy turned the marathon on y'all motherfucking ass. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. But y'all decided to do that because I put Larry on point. I put his truth out there when y'all was trying to hide it. So y'all decided y'all want to get wild with it. Then you seen the nigga that's looking for a fucking identity. The nigga that pay for subscribers. The nigga that don't know where he want to be. Like I said, if you believe whatever them niggas say or whatever them bitches say, then you do you. But the only closet motherfucker is you. So when you talking, make sure you know what the fuck you talking about. You understand me? Little boy? I've addressed you. You said you ain't want no smoke. I said, cool, leave it alone. But every time I turn around, you always got my fucking name in your mouth. Bitch, what my nut tastes like? Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Then we get to the bitch that can't stand up. The bitch that go around making memes of people and fucking with people, but don't want to see nobody in the street. I guess she had a new set of Duracells in her big wheel, or should I say, her wheelchair yesterday. I'm not understanding. So I had to sit back and think. And I got sent the link. And I listened. And I laughed. And it was kind of funny. It was kind of entertaining. To see an avatar and Mocha Dirt that follows me from platform to platform, follows me from social media compress to social media compress, that always has something to say, that loves it when DanaJay go live. I'm trying to figure out, Mocha, for you not to like me so much, you sure do lick my ass a lot. What up, Shina? You sure do lick my ass a lot. But I seen where you wish death on me yesterday. I get it. I took it all in. I'm broke, so you say, right? But I got everything in my name. I'm so broke that motherfucker stole my identity and getting shit in my name. But I'm broke. But y'all sit up and uphold a nigga who don't give a fuck about y'all. A nigga who steals for a living. A nigga who crack cards for a living. Hey, boom, boom. A nigga who ain't about shit in person or on the internet. A nigga who wants to be me. I get it. You know what? I get it. So if you can't beat the motherfucker, which is me, what do? You go make lies. So now, after all these years, I'm gay. What the fuck? Some niggas at some club that I never been to, and I've been in Atlanta 12 years. Never even heard of this club before. Now some niggas that be at this club talking about, oh, I kissed them and this and that. Check this out, yo. I love it when you do shit like this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you give me the audacity to do what I'm about to do to you. Now, I can sit up here and destroy your bullfrog face looking ass, nigga. But I ain't gonna go that way. I'm gonna hit you where it really hurts you at. Y'all set the tone. I'm just making sure I destroy everything that's left of the band. So I gave niggas time to react, Levi. Everything come out tonight. I should have titled this The D Class. Now, when I was going to do this shit before, Levi was like, Dana, nah, man, don't do that. You going to give motherfuckers ammunition to come back at him and this and that. Fuck that. One thing I'm going to say is this. Play with me once. Shame on me. Play with me twice. Shame on you. So, as I showed receipts yesterday, right? The nigga came and said, I'm going to go live and talk about the lies. Wait a minute. I showed receipts with your voice, your bullfrog face ass talking, but they lies though. Now, one thing about me, let's get back to this gay shit. I'm waiting for you to get the dudes that you said that I supposed to have been with, right? I don't have a gay bone in my body. Never have, never will be. But I'm going to tell you this right here, though. Where I'm from, niggas like that get hurt bad. And a nigga that started it get hurt bad, too. One thing for sure, two things for certain. If it was some validity to that, why would the niggas, you said on your live, why would the niggas want to get paid if they trying to out me? If they so mad at me, if I did all this, why do these niggas gotta get paid? It reminds me of a situation on YouTube that had something to do with a little boy by the name of Don Snow. I told you I'm declassing everything. I don't know if the Enterprise is watching, but I think you might want to take notes. I think you might want to let your leader know that Dana is not the one to cross. And everybody want to know, how did we get here? Dana, you was tight with Larry. You was dissing this with Larry. Was it? Or was it all a game? Was it for real? These are questions that you got to ask yourself. Or was it just an avenue to see who was real and who was fake? I find it that me and Larry started talking heavy and everybody was cool. And the people that said, because I talked to Larry, because I went to Larry's sister's house, not his house. I went to Larry's sister's house because Larry's sister and brother and mother was having something at the house. It wasn't because Larry lied and said, oh no, I don't want him at my house. Nope, but that wasn't it at all. He wanted to meet me in person just like I wanted to meet him. We ain't gonna tell no lies. We gonna put it all out there. He was on the grill cooking. It was nothing but, I think it was like a little party, but it was giving, like a little get together. So they asked me if I wanted something to eat. At first I said no. Larry won't tell you that. Like, nah, come on, Dana, come on, man. This is my family, we good. Okay, well, since you put it like that, some shrimp right there, some steak right there. So for all the slowpoke dummies over there talking about, oh, Larry, maybe he need to get a steak because you made him mad. Nigga, I turned that shit down at first. I wasn't there for that. Then we get to some real shit. He goes to jail. Well, no, he gets indicted. He was already indicted. And then he goes to jail. But before he go to jail, he got into it with a guy by the name of Christopher Gunn. And he said that Cash used to work for him. Well, at first I was believing it. Until I got to talk to a guy. And I don't know Cash. Never met him. Never seen him. But I talked to a guy that Cash used to work for. And this guy in Chicago is very familiar with Larry McGee. He's also very familiar with R. Kelly. Hell, I mentioned the guy on my page before. And that's what sparked us two to talk. Because he said out of his mouth, he didn't have no malicious intent when it came to Rob. Somebody brought him some jewelry, and he paid a substantial amount for this jewelry. And he said Rob came looking for it, and he told Rob, yo, you know how the street go, bro. I'm not going to take a loss. And this person is one of the big time mobsters in Chicago. And I got to speak to him off of a whim. Was I nervous? Fuck yeah. And I ain't no bitch in it. But the way it happened kind of got me a little shook a little bit. I was like, the fuck? How the fuck you get my number? Oh, I know somebody that know you. Hold up. Pause. Hold on. Because if it got to go there, I'm going out blazing. So he let me know. He said, Larry can't come back to Chicago. And he ain't call him Larry. I had to show him a picture. He said, that dude can't come back. He said he owes some people some money. And I sat back and I thought, and I never said nothing. I just said, okay, cool. I said, this shit's weird. Because dude said that he can go back to Chicago anytime he wants. I'm like, okay. I ain't saying nothing about it. But I'm like, okay. So, me, please don't text me right now. I don't want nobody messing up what I got going on. Don't text me. So me, I'm sitting back, I'm like, okay. So last night, as I'm listening to the lies that this internet gang spit out called OCOV, we call it COVID. They saying I'm working for Angelo and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'm like, dude, do you realize that me and you are enemies for a whole nother reason? This don't got shit to do with Angelo. And then when I see him get on the internet and be like, oh yeah, I do this to this one, I do this to that one, it takes me back to when we first really got the beefing. And this dude was calling the feds on me. This dude thought I forgot that he tried to get me locked up for being a front runner for the Dollar for the King. I don't forget none of that. And that's in the paperwork. So I sat back, I said, man, look, it is what it is. I tried to integrate, or should I say be cool. I tried to see if the Dream Team could just be cool with Okov. Just be cool. No beefing, no nothing. Because there was a lot going on. And every time, Larry would do this planet narrative shit. And then when I react, it'd be like, he attacking me. The last straw that I had was, and this is when I was listening to Levi. And I was telling Levi, like, yo, I don't know how much longer I can take this shit. Y'all seen me read Kevin Terrell's file, right? Y'all seen me read this file. So as I'm reading the file, I'm looking. I see all this. I said, okay, cool. I got the file, right? I said, I got the file. Boom. Kevin Terrell can't get away from the file. I'm on the phone. Me, Levi, and Larry. We on the phone. I hear Levi say that he's going to pay for the file. So Levi was going to have the file sent to him. Larry said, nah. I can have somebody go down there and get it. At this time, I'm texting Levi. Don't put your real name on that motherfucker. And Levi texts me back, all right, nephew. I'm telling him, don't put your name on that motherfucker. Next thing we know, we get off the phone and Levi called me and say, why you text me that? I said, just watch. And he said, hold on. I said, you from up top. Just watch. I'm from the concrete jungle. I see something different. The first thing he said was, what are you trying to say, Dana? Just watch. The next day, Daboski, Christopher Gunn, is reading the file. I text Levi and I said, you know you sitteth in a pool of snakes. And Levi got mad at me and said, I don't know what you're talking about, but I ain't with this shit. I said, just watch. So when Daboski got mad, he came out and said Levi's name was Gregory Stubbs. I immediately went live and said, that's not his name. And Levi was like, what's going on? I said, don't play dumb. Larry set you up. The whole time, Larry denying that he had anything to do with that shit. Like clockwork, and I always say, you gotta know your opponent. Like clockwork, Daboski hate to be called a liar. So he dropped the recordings of him and Larry. Levi got in his skin. He was kind of tight. I said, I'm done. I can't fuck with that dude. I can't do it. Dude is a dangerous motherfucker. And he's reckless. I don't know what happened, but they made up. At that point, I'm pissed. Because if you do it once, you'll do it again. And I'm saying to myself, shit ain't right. Fast forward. You hear me talk about it, and I say I can never forgive him for that. Because let's just say Daboski was a reckless ass nigga. He could have got Levi killed. But I get it. Larry's job was to get rid of two strong people at one time. Tyson was on his ass. So you link up with Daboski by way of trying to use cash, and that didn't work. So you figure you can get rid of Tyson, you can get rid of Levi, and then you felt as though that you chipping away pieces around me. I stay strong, I stay solid. So after that, you got mad, Larry. Which brings me to and I'm gonna go through this real quick. Which brings me to Daboski's indictment. Look at number 9. And it reads like this. Individual 1, whose identity is known to me. Stop. This is the what's his name? Ryan Bashat. Individual 1, whose identity is known to me, and who has known the defendant, Christopher Gunn, for several years. Let's stop there. See, the problem is people read. I breaks this shit down. Why did he put several years? I'm going to tell you why. 1, it'll keep the Boski in suspense about who the fuck it is. Because several years can mean anything. And he has so many people around him that it could have meant anything. If he would have said 4 years, the Boski would have narrowed it down to certain people. If he would have said 2 years, the Boski would have definitely narrowed it down. But watch this. Several years. How do you know several years? Check it. If your man Cash worked for me, and you cool with Cash, and the conversations me and you had took us back to years before the R. Kelly shit, I know you without knowing you. Several years. Also, several can also mean 3 or 4. Several is a conjunctive word that put multiple years. However, it says, has reviewed the video and identified the male voice as Gunn. Let's go here. When me and Boski was going at it, and I still don't like that little 4-eyed motherfucker. But I gotta say this the way I'm gonna say it. We went at it, and we went at it. And it was what it was. But who could get in touch with the feds at a drop of a dime? It wasn't me. Damn sure wasn't Levi. Damn sure wasn't Prima Donna. Now is the puzzle coming together a little clear for you? Let's finish. Maybe this shall open your eyes. In addition, I have reviewed the video and other publicly available social media video postings made by Gunn. And Gunn's voice as captured in other publicly available social media video postings closely resembles the male voice captured in the video. Additionally, the video depicts a profile photograph of Gunn and the Boski Gunn username, which Gunn has publicly identified as his own. Furthermore, law enforcement analysis of Gunn's social media accounts have identified information, which I believe, stop. Before Larry went in, what did he say? I'll take down all of his social media accounts. Most of us only knew that he had 2. How did you know he had multiple, Larry? Or should I say several? So let's get to the meat of it. I put it out there that individual 1 was T-Baby. Why did I do that? I want niggas to think. When I did that, Larry got quiet. Then I came back and said it was Sarah Remy. Larry got quiet again. I came back and said it was Tyson. Larry started posting a whole lot of shit. A guilty man don't have to say nothing when he know he guilty. Or do you? I gotta understand something, Larry. You got mad at Daboski, Tyson, and myself. You linked up with Levi. Levi is the one that pushed the paperwork. I ain't gonna front. That motherfucker's a beast. So it was what you told Levi and the hatred that Levi have for what he called the terrorist group, and the hatred that you have, Larry, for everybody because you want to be the king of YouTube. You can have it. You just got to have good commentary. So when Daboski was calling out the Snake Squad, or what he thought was the Snake Squad, I never said nothing. Because I said, great name, wrong people. Great name, wrong people. Larry went into his trick bag. Started pulling out alias emails and sending it to random people to start shit. I get it. And it took me a moment to get to this point. Because I was like, how the fuck could he do this? So I had to go deeper. And as I'm talking to Larry on the phone, we talking, and he's saying shit. Nigga, and you need to create this shit right here, this shit right here, this shit right here, this shit right here. Then I sit back and looked at who really got close to him. I know the dirt that me and Sidbo do, or did. And then for him and Larry to get close, I said, birds of a feather flock together. So I know the way man Sidbo, you used to terrorize people. But that's all you gotta do is say something wrong about me. Sidbo getting a chat. Bro, let's fuck their channels up. Let's do it. Here we come. The question is, who are we in your chat? Or who were we in your chat? And I never had a fake name. You just didn't know who the fuck I was. Just like you ain't know who he was. So when I sit back and I listen to Daboski scrounge to see who's individual one, and it's crazy. We would be on the phone. Me and Larry, Levi, we'd be on the phone, and when Daboski go live, Larry be like, this nigga don't have no clue how we got him. And I'm sitting back like, who? That's when I realized that individual one was Larry. Now watch this. Here's where a real nigga do real shit. If Daboski really want to know who individual one is, after knowing now, if he really want to put that shit on record, I have individual one subpoenaed because you have a right to face your accuser. And individual one is the one that sparked this investigation. Oh, Larry, the jig's up. You on 5-year probation, right? So at any point that you are in any type of logistical paperwork and you ain't reported, guess what? Your probation get revoked. Now, I just gave $1 million worth of game right there. I really don't got to go no further. But me being me, y'all want me to come out and go deep and talk all this shit and this, bro. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put that paperwork on your ass. Cause you sat up here and lied. So you can crack on me all day. I'm still waiting for the faggies. Because at the end of the day, I will pull up on them motherfucking faggies. And I will go live. And I will say, now say I did what? But I know you scared of the police. I'm not. You scared of the police. However, I must say Larry did do a good deed. He came and told me about the rape charges and shit, right? He came to me on Instagram as pedophile assistance. He told me watch my back because Jasmine and them was trying to trump up a rape charge, right? But it wasn't Jasmine trying to do it. It was you, Larry. You was trying to get me out the way by any means necessary. And you was talking to Cash and you was talking to Dawn at the time. So I get it. The only motherfucker that really called me and gave me the lowdown about it was Angelo. And the catch part about it was Sylvia was in it with you on the screw job of me. Now, y'all heard him in the beginning talking about they tried to fuck my thing up. They tried to call my judge. They tried to do this. They tried to do that, right? Watch this. And I'm just going to ask y'all a question. Just put yes or no in the chat when I ask this question. Here's the question. If somebody tried to call your judge, your pretrial officer, your prosecutor, to keep you fucked up, when you get in jail, would you send a kite out of jail saying that those people are good people, they never did nothing to you, and they are upstanding people, and they make sure you got books, and they make sure you have money on your books? Would you send that type of kite out? Yes or no? Secondly, when you get out, would you frequent on their pages and act like they all good and all this and this and this and this and this and this? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And I don't care how much I forgive. I ain't shit. Nope, I'm not. Unless that was your way to say I'm being fucked up out here. They messing with me, and you heard them say they sitting outside of my house, they doing well-being checks. Didn't you hear him talk about witness protection before? So if they doing all this shit to him, he don't feel safe. You heard him say, I had to move, parents had to move, this and this and this. He don't feel safe. So why not run a witness protection if you can start your life over and you can have a bank account, you can have bank cards, and you can fraud all over again? Once you're a fraudster, you don't just go cold turkey and stop. You've been frauding for a long time, my friend. So while y'all throwing slurs, I'm throwing truth. You talk about these people out here trying to fuck my real life up. But didn't you try, but wait, but didn't you fuck R. Kelly real life up? These people don't know me. You don't know R. Kelly. So if you can fuck his life up, why can't everybody fuck your life up? I'm just saying. They don't want you to listen to me because I'm going to put it together for you. So we talked about him crossing Levi, and we talked about him and Daboski. Cool. Okay. Wait, we ain't talk about him sending $100 to Trent for the water and for Papoose rally because he wanted to feel like that he's the big guy and he's trying to save their rally. Then he talks about the $100 that he sent to DJ Tyson when DJ Tyson was doing this live.
Stop. That's it.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You didn't send that $100. You begged Angelo to send $100 for you. And he did it. Just because he was cool with you. But he never came out and said that he sent it. He never came out and said he sent it. What up, Shank? He never came out and said he sent it. He let you take the credit for that. Now, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Hey, Joyce. Now, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. I call Angelo. Like I say, I can get anybody I want on the phone. You might got to give me some time, but I can probably get motherfuckers that you probably thought I could never get on the phone. So where's the lie, Larry? Then you do the dumbest thing ever. Earlier today, you went out and you put this big ass dissertation out here. Talking about strange people, talking about Angelo and his wife. You put this big ass dissertation out here, right? Now, let me tell you how to catch a motherfucker. Last night and the night before, and I played it for y'all. Didn't this nigga say that Times Magazine reached out to him for his story? So if you know Azriel got paid $10,000 from Time Magazine for a story, right? Why are you coming to YouTube and putting your story out there free? But who's the lie? If Time Magazine reached out to you for your story, why are you on YouTube putting your story out there for free? That don't make sense to me. And then on top of that, what story do you have of how you obstructed R. Kelly's case to get him locked up? That's the only story that you have to tell. And how you ratted on Adam and your so-called best friend? Oh, we gonna be here for a minute, because I'm gonna drop some shit today. I'm gonna drop some shit today. Now, I done caught you in about 6 lies so far, right? Then you sit back and say, that R. Kelly is a pedophile and he's this and he's that and he's this and he's that, right? Then you turn around and say, you don't listen to what the government say, right? Then you called him a sexual predator. You said all this other stuff, that R. Kelly need to take a plea and this and this and this, right? You remember that live 2 years ago? And I say he don't need to take a plea. An innocent man don't need to plea out for shit. I find it funny that you said that, right? But a year ago, the federal government turns around and says this. The government seeks to, listen, and this Bonjean talking about the government. The government seeks to inflame the passions of the public and the court, declaring Kelly a serial sexual predator who refuses to accept responsibility for his crimes. by submitting a sentencing memorandum that dares to challenge the government's narrative in any way. The government accuses Kelly of victim blaming, lack of remorse, and failing to grasp the gravity of his criminal conduct. It is the government that fails to grasp that Kelly still enjoys a few constitutional and statutory protections that allow him to challenge the government's take on the evidence and advocate for an appropriate sentence without being labeled a monster who has no remorse. Now watch this. Black Law Dictionary. Because see, this is where my content separates me from Larry. And this is where he can never be. He's not smart enough. Hold on. Oh, Black Law Dictionary online. Let's do it. Monster. Monster. A prodigious birth, a human birth, or offspring not having the shape of mankind, which cannot be heir to any land, abet it be brought forth in marriage. So pretty much what they saying is, it's a monster is a human person that can't be in motherfucking earth, walking the earth. He can't be on earth. He got to be locked up. And he can't have nothing in his name. So when he's labeled a monster, guess what? Guess what they doing? They locking the monster up. But he's not a monster. And I thank Ms. Bonjean and for pointing that out. Because for people that think you can go to Webster Dictionary and find out what a monster is, that's not the same dictionary that they use in the federal court. They use Black Law Dictionary. And I think this is 11 that I'm looking at. It says a prodigious birth, a human birth, or offspring, not having the shape of mankind, which cannot be heir to any land, abet it be brought forth in marriage. That's why I said when Drea turned on Rob, by them calling him a monster, she could have vindicated him as a human. But that went over a lot of people's heads. Yesterday, I showed y'all all of Larry's stuff. All of Larry's stuff. I showed y'all all his stuff. Like this right here.
Charged with bank fraud and conspiracy to commit bank fraud. So that's what I'm charged with.
Has been charged with bank fraud, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, and aggravated identity theft.
Criminal conspiracy is this: an agreement between two or more people to commit a criminal act. The agreement itself is the crime, not the ultimate offense.
Accused of orchestrating a $1.5 million fraud scheme.
You being indicted now, and then when you're gonna read the indictment, if I'm charged with bank fraud, I told you what I did, and I told you that I'm guilty of it. And I told you that I'm guilty of it. And I told you that I'm guilty of it.
To steal someone's identity means that someone actually steals information about you and then uses that information to take out new credit in your name.
identity thief can use that information to get a credit card with your name on it and not pay the bill. Or he could borrow money using your name and not pay it back. That could mean big trouble for you, the victim.
Now, 3 or 4 months ago, one of my partners from Chicago, Dwayne Modelise,
check it out.
And his uncle Deshaun Modelise from Chicago, Dwayne Modelise, and his uncle Deshaun Modelise, and his uncle.
Wait a minute. He said 3 months ago, his partner, Deshaun Modelise, and his uncle, Dwayne Modelise. But wait a minute, ain't that his name? Hold on.
From Chicago, Dwayne Modelise, and his uncle Deshaun Modelise, and his uncle Deshaun Modelise.
Psychopaths' lies are driven by multiple motives. Psychopaths. They lie as a means of manipulation to exercise dominance over others. These individuals also lie to cover up their misdeeds and illegal activities.
Dwayne Modelise and his uncle Deshaun Modelise call me and tell me that, hey, you're indicted. I'm like, fucking for what? The motherfucking white boy in California, you know what I mean? He got hit with about $2 million worth of shit. That ain't the first time. That's not the first fucking time. It's not the first time. You know what I mean? Like anything you ever find that I've ever done, it has been worth at least $1 to $10 million. Anything you ever find that I've ever done, it has been worth at least $1 to $10 million. Last that I was indicted. I'm charged with bank fraud and conspiracy to commit bank fraud. Okay? So that's what I'm charged with.
Don't paint no picture. Like, I have not talked to you guys in over a year because I would call you guys 4 or 5 months at a time. And when I would call you guys would be yelling. You guys would be cursing me out. Mommy would be yelling at the top of her lungs. And so what I would do, I'd say, okay, I'm going to give you about 4 or 5 months. And then hopefully you just miss me so much that you just want to talk. Both you and her, when I would call, it was nothing but arguments. To be completely honest with you, Robert would ask me to call you guys, and no matter what city we were in, he would say, is this your father's number, or is this your mother's number? And it would say, call me. And I would say, yes, that is my father's number. And he's like, you need to call him. And I would say, I'm not going to call him, because at that point, the only thing I get is bickering every time I pick up the phone. So if I can avoid it, if I can enjoy myself in this nice little penthouse while we in New York for the weekend, I'm going to enjoy my weekend. It was very suffocating because I was an adult at the end of the day, period. And like I said, I'm not obligated to answer anyone. I feel like, truthfully, all of the women that have been associated with Robert, I feel like once they saw him as a celebrity, not as a human being, and they were infatuated with that celebrity.
So for 20 minutes and without you threatening her and calling her motherfucking phone, nigga. See, I tried to be the nice one about this shit. But when you lie on me, I'm gonna put your truth out there. So while you coming at me with some bullshit, what you need to do is ask her if she fucked Too Short when she went behind the scenes with the nigga while you was locked up. And she was hoping to get chosen by Too Short because your bum ass don't have nothing. Let's go there. You playing with the wrong motherfucker now. Now, if you would have kept it about me, it would have been cool. But you came after my son last night, right? Cool. I can return that favor too. And while we speaking on kids, and I'm going to put that right there. While we speaking on kids, right? You said that CPS came to your house, took your daughter, your youngest daughter, Nunu, down to the station, put her on a table, and swabbed her coochie. Right? Larry, do you know what type of lies you setting yourself up for? If you lie on your daughter, you'll lie on anything. Larry, you forgot that we was on the phone when you said, yo, I'm just gonna tell the people this just so motherfuckers will get up off of my kids. That's right after I put the video about you touching Jazzy breasts. And you called me, was like, nah, yours not like that. And I took it down. Then you said, you got a police report. Now, I know I'm not crazy. And I know Aunt Denise Brewer gonna get mad. I know she probably cussing me out. Dana, don't you do that shit, don't you? I can just feel her energy somewhere around saying that shit. But guess what? It gotta come out. The truth gotta come out. Cause you talk about, the feds ain't come for your computer. You know they did, bro. But you trying to make me look bad. So now I'm gonna put your truth out there. You got a police report, so you say, right? But your daughter stays home with you, right? So if your daughter stay home with you, right? And she been touched, your special needs son didn't do it. So who else could have touched your daughter other than you? And why would they give you a police report? I don't think you know who you fucking playing with. When CPS is called, you don't get a police report. That's how I check the other people that lied. My sister gonna kill me for this, but this is what you get if you don't do nothing wrong. It's called a goddamn closing statement. You don't get a police report, dumbass. You ain't even take her to the hospital, and neither did they. So I know you're a fucking liar. When CPS is called and you cooperate, you get a closing statement. Notice of assessment closing. And they don't automatically come take your child and test them as soon as they get called. You have to build a pattern for that. Not unless you're the one that played with her coochie. Make that make sense. Why are we at it? $1 Million Man. You talk about everybody else, bro. But let's talk about how you've been soliciting Team Truth folks. And I'm quite sure you got them dummies over there paying your bills too. But it says, I know I'm drunk. I've been drinking. I spent too much time on this. I had family die. I went to Chicago and paid for a funeral. But then you just came on this motherfucker and said, I didn't go to Chicago, and because my co-defendant was there, so I couldn't go, so I sent my mama, I sent my sister and her son. But you said I went to Chicago and I paid for a funeral and sent family members up. Hold on. If you went to Chicago and paid for a funeral and sent family members up, why you say you ain't go? Cause you know I know you ain't go. Me, you, Levi, and Sibbo, and was on the phone. It was Sibbo's idea for you to go, but you chose not to go because you went to the bar, nigga. And then, I guess you called yourself trying to prove us wrong. You called your grandmama and she didn't even know who the fuck you was. And if Levi tell the truth, and Levi come out and tell you, yeah, that's what happened. Your grandmama ain't even know who you was. It was like she put you on a Hollywood Squares. Where do I know you from? Who is this? Where you know? My grandmama, if she was living, she gonna know my voice as soon as I call. When I say, hey, grandma, hey, baby, how you doing, Dana? But for your grandmama not to know who you are, nigga, you're a stranger. Don't nobody fuck with you. And the only reason why your sisters and them let you in her house is because your mama said y'all need to get along. But you said, I spent too much, I leveraged myself. I need your help. I've been holding it together and I invested into things I shouldn't have. I'm asking, can you guys help me? I'm in trouble and trying not to do anything streetwise. What, crack cards? Because you can't do nothing else. You're a whole bitch out here. I feel so sorry asking for anything. I usually have it together. If you can't, I understand. My Cash App is $LMcGee 7600 and I am 4 days late on rent and all my bills are due. I don't want to tell y'all, but last week my gas and lights and phone was off. I'm not begging and I promise I will make it up. But I think I invested too much into the wrong things and people and now no one is helping me. I didn't want to tell anyone, but now I have no choice. Thanks. Nigga. That's because that motherfucker unemployment shit got hot that you was doing. And them PP loans got hot. Speaking of PPP loans, you wanted everybody to donate the Cuphead, right? Not knowing that you got about 7 PPP loans in your name and Janine got one herself. But wait a minute. San Pedro, California, that's where Sibbo at. So y'all be around soliciting motherfucking addresses. Everybody go report Janine McGee. Fuck that. Go report Janine McGee. They wanted everybody to, oh, and Janine need to make sure she's straight, so can you send her, man, Janine and Janine, Jazz, and Larry was sitting on damn near $300,000 when he went to jail. Was sitting on $300,000. And he got PPP loans from California all the way to Bolingbrook. Now ask this question. And I'm going to go here. And I got nothing but love for Hot Rod. If Hot Rod tell the truth, and if Dubowski tell the truth, they both gave Larry addresses. Now, Now, I wonder if Larry paid them for them addresses. Let's go there. You hate Angelo so much, right? And the Savages is your perfect family. Well, let's look at this shit. You remember this? This the type of foolery. Just wait on these phone records to drop. I can't believe this, man. That's all. I am done. Will be exposed just like R. Kelly was exposed. That's when they was going at Angelo. Larry, what you say? Let all this go. Jongelin said, I would. It just hurts us to the core. Feels like we living R. Kelly lies all over again. Got word Angelo speaking with Azriel. I guess that's why he cool with Mason. I will find out shortly if it's true. If that's the case, he needs to shop, not stop, but shop acting like he has no contact. You may already be aware, got info from, direct family member of theirs. You say, Larry, both of y'all need to man up and call Angelo. I'm not being in the middle. But wait, you make it seem like you just got cool with the Savages. No, you've been there. Now we talking about the car cracking shit. Message between you and Adam. What's up, Deshaun? I saw you put a new customer in the system. Wait a minute. But you got the feds, your judge, and your public pretender thinking that Adam is doing it. But it's you. Adam said, what's up, Deshaun? I saw you put a new customer in the system. Do you need a package? You said, I'll call you in an hour. And yes. Adam said, how many cards? What age and limits? Closing when? You ain't never respond. Then he said, what's up, man? Then he said, hey, man, here are the best available the soonest. Citibank, 10K, 10 years. Closing the 9th. Cap 1, 11.75K, 10 years. Closing the 11th. Total, 1,320, right? Let me know and I will get them reserved. Hey, man, here are the best available the soonest. The same thing all over again. So while you got Adam sitting up there rotting and you ran down there and lied and told your story, you was the one doing this shit. Adam wasn't doing it by himself. You the one that was entering shit in the system. But you let that man take a fall because you ran down there and told what the fuck it was. And you know what you always say? Shit, R. Kelly better run down there and tell. You know, the first person to go down there and tell, but that's what they listen to. How would you know unless you already did it? Shout out to Senator Sane. I told you I'm going to include bro stuff into everything I do. Check this out.
Don't take it lightly. These families, along with myself, has been attacked. Azriel, Clary, the Savages, Rogers, they've been getting attacked for years. I'm new. I'm just now getting attacked. Well, I've been getting attacked, but they've been getting attacked. We have more information. We have a lot more information. I urge the city of Chicago, you know, you have to start from where you're from. Stop ignoring this shit. Stand up for these women. This man has done nothing but rob you like he robbed me of my money and my time. I have paid for CDs. I have went to concerts. I have earned the right to question whether he fucking is a pedophile or not. In my interpretation, based on what I look at and what I see, that yes, he is 100% guilty. A lot of people that like me is not going to agree with that. I'm fine with that. That's fine, you know? But enough is enough. City of Chicago need to fucking stand up to this shit It's bullshit. And let's move on to this.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Watching that right there, I agree with Larry, what he said at the very last sentence. You know, the very last sentence, I agree with him 100%. It's bullshit. But what I'm trying to figure out is, right, I can't understand for the life of me when he says that R. Kelly has robbed us or robbed him of his money and of his time. And I'm trying to figure out, how did R. Kelly rob you? How did he rob you of your money and your time? I'm confused. He said he bought CDs, he went to concerts. So when you bought a CD, okay, what it was a blank CD or something? Was it blank? Did it not have anything on the damn CD or something? When you went to the concerts, did R. Kelly just sit there? Did he call out sick? He didn't show up and you couldn't get your money back? I'm confused on what you mean by that. You know, at some point, right, I get that everybody has a role to play in this. Either you hate R. Kelly, either you love R. Kelly, right? But at some point, it's like, come on, man, what type of message are you sending here?
Shout out to Senator Sane. That's his joint. Let's get back to this.
Absence. Because it might have been a completely different story if he was out. I don't think so. Not after what I showed her. Like, not how she took it. It's not just me. It's not just me that dealt with her. It's my girl. It's my mom. It's my daughter.
Being rushed into making decisions can result in you having to trust another person's advice that may not actually be better for you, or end up in you not getting what you want. Manipulators are hyper aware of this. They know that if they hurry someone into making a decision, they can greatly influence the outcome.
What you're trying to say is that no matter how much I showed her that the things that he was telling her were lies, and she went on national TV and did what she did, you don't think that had nothing to do with her realizing that, you know, fuck this motherfucker. I can't believe.
I think all of that has something to do with it, but I think what solidified her actions was his absence. Everything came into play, but what I think finalized it and gave her the courage and the strength to go on is because there were other people in her ear and he wasn't there to defend it. Had he been there to defend it, I don't think it would have turned out the same way. She was vulnerable. I'm not saying what you did was wrong. I'm not saying what...
So, with that being said, he has now got his mama, his wife, and his stepdaughter in something that he have nothing to do with. They don't know R. Kelly. He don't know R. Kelly. Right? So we're going to get into some paperwork. You know, because you know they always say you got to believe the paperwork, right? So, remember he told y'all he went to New Jersey for court? And nobody said nothing. And the little motorized troll Tears. I meant the motorized troll Ty. And the built backwards nigga Tears. Co-signed and said, yeah, Larry did go to court. Okay. Let's look at the paperwork. Mr. McGee, good afternoon. Ms. Nova will administer an oath. The defendant, how you doing? The court deputy, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that all the testimony you are about to give in this case now before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? He said, yes. Court deputy, please state your name and spell your last name for the record. Larry McGee,. Courtroom deputy, thank you. The court, Mr. McGee, could you either turn your mic up a little bit or maybe move closer to your computer? Uh-oh. So we can hear you a little better. Wait a minute. If you was there, why you got to move closer to the computer? Let's keep going. You said, yes, sir. The court, all right. Thank you for that. Good afternoon, sir. The defendant, how are you, sir? The court, all right. You're in a private residence. Yes, sir. All right. And that private residence is yours. Yes, sir. All right. Are you comfortable there? Yes, sir. Anyone else present in the room? No, sir. All right. Have you had any drugs or medicine or pills or anything that affects your ability to make reasoned decisions? No, sir. That lets me know that you're a functional drunk. That lets me know that you're a functional drunk. And I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'm going to skip down a little bit. Because what you talking about ain't making sense. And the lies that you tell is bullshit. Hold on. Hold on. Because we ain't finished. Right here. All right. I find that the requirements of the CARES Act and the standing orders of the court have been satisfied in this matter. That Mr. McGee understands his options and that he wishes to continue to consent to video proceeding, and we will do so now. Wow. But you went to New Jersey, knowing that people was on your motherfucking video call. Okay? Now watch this. We're going to go here. I know the United States will stand by its stipulation and its plea agreement, and will probably not want to further address this issue. Mr. Brownstone, I'll hear you on it. I know you object to it, and I understand your arguments about the relative role of Mr. Arena and Mr. McGee. But this seems to be based on specific findings that the scheme extended for some period of a time after Mr. Arena ceased activities and some additional loss was incurred. And that's why the loss to Mr. McGee is slightly higher. I don't have any reason to question that other than your objection to it. And the recitation that it relies on underlying FBI records would seem to be sufficient indicia of reliability. How can you prove to me that this number is wrong? Now watch this. I read that, but this is the part that I want to go with. Larry spoke with the FBI, and we all know that, right? And we all know that Larry spoke with the FBI. All right? So he went down there and told on Adam Arena and played the victim role. Right? So he went and told him that Adam created this whole scheme. That's what he said. Adam created a whole scheme. And he said and the government said there was no blank. The individuals, inmates, whatever names you want to use, were not vulnerable, were not in any way damaged by the scheme to defraud. They do not owe any money. The only one that is owing money to is Mr. McGee, Mr. Arena, to Synchrony Bank. And that's what the loss is about. So I don't think the victim enhancement should apply here. So he was supposed to have got, hold on, let me see if it's on this one. Because he came in here talking about R. Kelly charges going to get inflated. And that's because they was talking about this shit here. Larry is a good sponge. Okay? So Yeah, they were stealing people's identities to obtain credit. Okay. So let's go here. I think I read this one. Okay. Also, with respect to the inmates, the government does note that it was Mr. Arena that hired the hacker to obtain the inmates' identities, and it was Mr. Arena that inflated their credit. Wow. But this the whole time Larry was doing credit repair. Because Larry's sister do credit repair. But she do it the right way. He was trying to inflate it with some shit with Adam. So Mr. McGee obviously used these inmates' identities to apply for these cards and profited. But I just bring Mr. Arena's conduct to the court's attention so that it may consider that in light of fashioning an appropriate sentence for Mr. McGee. Right? Okay. Right here. It's been described to me that Mr. McGee is contrite and sorry for his conduct, as reflected in both his cooperation and his decision to plead guilty, and is consistent with his overall history and characteristics, which is what? A snitch, a C1. His history. They wouldn't put that in there if he don't have a history of doing this shit. So it says, it's been described to me that Mr. McGee is contrite and sorry for his conduct, as reflected in both his cooperation and his decision to plead guilty, and is consistent with his overall history and characteristics. So he's known for being a fucking C1 and a scammer. Then it says, I've heard him here today and believe him to be seriously remorseful and contrite about his criminal behavior. So now, not only is he a con artist, not only is he a scammer, not only is he a card cracker, but he plays on people's emotions. Wow. And it says, it's been argued in the sentencing memorandum that Mr. McGee faced a very tough upbringing that seems to be well established. In spite of that, he has established himself as a hardworking individual, creative individual, indeed currently earns a living and supports his family at least in part through social media activities. So Larry was getting paid through what? YouTube. So he had to come at everybody and create drama any way possible, and then come in as a savior or come in going back at people. Why? Because he needed that YouTube check. Then it says, clearly someone overcame a difficult background and is capable of achieving important things. I fail to believe that, because why is he still out here doing this shit now? And then playing victim, and when niggas like me get on his motherfucking head. So the judge said, I'm asked to consider that he, through his internet activities, his social media activities, has engaged in helping others in society who have suffered various traumas and been victimized. Whoa. 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 This is the judge talking. I'm asked to consider. So who asked the judge? It goes back to what I said. Who sent Larry? So now the feds asked the judge to consider that he, Larry McGee, through his internet activities, his social media activities, has engaged in helping others in society who have suffered various traumas and been victimized. It appears to me that this is a substantial effort, that it was not undertaken for purposes of mitigating his sentence here, but represents a sincere desire to help others who have suffered such traumas. Stop. That's a lie. Because if you wasn't asked to consider this, the best thing for you to say is to say, okay, I have a C1, so I'm not going to let everybody know that this is not going to affect my ruling for his case. But the people that know, if that's the case, why would you even put this on paper? If you ain't trying to help his case, then why even acknowledge this? Second word, undertaking. Let's look that up. Hold on. Let's go there. Hold on. Black law. Hold on. See, this is where I believe in getting shit for real at. Undertaking. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Undertaking, and this is from the Cambridge Dictionary. Undertaking, definition 1, past participle of undertake formal. 2, past participle of undertake formal. Then I go to Merriam-Webster Dictionary. It says the meaning of undertake is to take upon oneself, set about, attempt, how to use undertake in a sentence. So basically, he attempted. Now, Black Law Dictionary, it says contracts outline contracts. What is a promise? Contract. A contract is a promise or a set of promises for the breach of which the law gives a remedy or the performance. Okay. So because his performance on social media, the judge had to give him a remedy to undertake what was going on. And the remedy was what? Because you're a C1 and you helped us, I'm going to help you. Hold on, man. Yo, I'm live, bro. Yeah, I'm live, yo. I'll call you back. So, and then he come back and say, he is described to me as a family man and his relationships. He's been supportive of his natural children and also children that have been under his custody and care. Where could all this have came from? His old cold folk. So now that we understand what's really going on and we looking at the words differently now because the judge have different meanings than from what regular people know, and because I know where to go get these definitions from, it says you are prohibited from incurring any new credit charges, opening additional lines of credit, or incurring any new monetary loan, obligation, or debt by whatever name known without the approval of the U.S. Probation Office. You must not encumber or liquidate interest in any assets unless it is in direct service of the restitution obligation or otherwise has the express approval of the court. Stop. Wasn't he talking about a truck company? Wasn't he getting cash apps and stuff? Okay. Everybody go report his cash app to the U.S. Probation Office. Because what this say is that he can't even have a bank account. He can't have nothing dealing with funds, dealing with credit cards, dealing with anything, any line of credit or anything. Dealing with anything of a bank. He can't have it. So first thing in the morning, call the probation office and let them know that Larry McGee is on YouTube collecting cash apps. That's how we do that. See, I don't gotta go back and forth with you. But let's see what your brother got to say.
Your truth gonna come out and it's gonna really fuck you up, bro. Because you think you're smarter than everybody, thought you were smarter than the system. You went in there, now that woman put your truth out. I don't got nothing to do with that. You ain't even mad with me, you mad with your motherfucking self. Nobody told you to go do what you did. You did it, bro. I hate all this shit y'all try to say about you. Can say whatever you want about me. I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm dealing with real life situations. And YouTube is not a part of mine, bro. But when you come home and you want to keep making yourself like you was me, or you have a relationship better than me with my daughter, you stupid as fuck, bro. That's why when I call my daughter acts like a daughter. Not a child, but a daughter. I don't get in between. I don't play these games. I don't befriend people, kids, and do goofy shit like you did and then talk your way out of it. Like, bro, you was fucked up.
I'll play it again.
Your truth gonna come out and it's gonna really fuck you up, bro. Because you think you're smarter than everybody, thought you were smarter than the system. You went in there, now that woman put your truth out. I don't got nothing to do with that. You ain't even mad with me, you mad with your motherfucking self. Nobody told you to go do what you did. You did it, bro. I hate all this shit y'all try to say about you. Can say whatever you want about me. I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm dealing with real life situations. And YouTube is not a part of mine, bro. But when you come home and you want to keep making yourself like you was me, or you have a relationship better than me with my daughter, you stupid as fuck, bro. That's why when I call my daughter acts like a daughter. Not a child, but a daughter. I don't get in between. I don't play these games. I don't befriend people, kids, and do goofy shit like you did and then talk your way out of it. Like, bro, you was fucked up.
Y'all get them likes up. Come on, man. That's disrespectful. So, Larry, let's talk about some shit. And like I say, when I called him my hoe, a lot of people's like, oh no, he called you the hoe first. Now watch this. He wanted people to go at Shabazz. He wanted people to go at Angelo. Hey, Nikki. I ain't do it. He wanted people to go at the fake sisters. And you see it right here. You see it right here. Not knowing that this nigga tried to include me into the shit. Tried to include me into the shit. So he thinking that if he can make it seem like he for Robert, people will have sympathy and not fuck with his wife or not put his wife out there or not call a judge. Let's go here. This when he removed me. This when he tried to convince me that Rob was a predator. But understand this. Why is he talking about movie deals, music, docs? Why is he talking about that? This is when he talked about Angelo and Azriel so bad. Watch this. This when he thought that, and he had to remove me because I'm getting all the emails. And I just never said nothing about it. This when he trying to big up. Watch this. I'm going to read it. Now, everything I told y'all, where's the lie? Check this out. Happy Sunday, everyone. How is everyone? I'm sending this message out with love and light because I was thinking of you all. I was thinking of my crimes and my case, and it wasn't a negative thing. But what people must have been thinking about me when they found out, laugh out loud. They must have thought I was crazy, laugh out loud. Guess what? I am crazy. I'm crazy about my wife and kids. I'm crazy scared about my future, about the future. I'm crazy about being without. I'm crazy about failing. You should be crazy too. That's why I sometimes give messages like the one I'm giving now. Go find a mirror and stand there. Look at yourself. Tell yourself you are rich and your family and health is in order. Then go sit at a computer and start your own business. Sit at that computer until your fingers bleed, until your eyes hurt and your head hurts. With as much time as you can muster every day. Watch 1,000 YouTube videos about the business you decide. Create groups to discuss your business and find like-minded people. You do this and one day people will call you crazy too. You might not end up in federal prison like me, but the money and security results will be the same. You and your credit is a business. Stop waiting. You can do it so big, and I believe in you. There are several people from Oak Cove that listen from day one, and they have online businesses that are doing quite well. Keep going. I hope this motivates you. I love you all, Oak Cove. Post this everywhere. Thanks. Wait a minute. For the guy that's locked up for credit card fraud, he's telling people to go open businesses and get credit? Like, yo, really? 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 I read this one before. This when he wanted people to go at Shabazz. Then he did a thing. Y'all got to understand I was used. My help and attention to this was genuine. But them transcripts is now the Bible. I hate damn near all these people. And the more I think about shit, the more I connect the dots. R. Kelly fans got to give me some time. It is some shit y'all write about, but I still think R. Kelly is guilty of a lot of shit. Should he be in jail alone? Fuck no. But you have to start connecting the dots. A lot of their people played roles. They only showed their hands when the plot they had didn't work. That sound like you. That sound like Tim. That sound like Surviving R. Kelly. That sound like all the accusers. That definitely sounded like that lying-ass Javante. You got to understand this shit ain't over. Federal prosecutors don't let people take the stand and just say what they want. It was all calculated. Whoa. 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 So now you telling the truth, Larry? So are you lying then? Were you lying then or are you lying now? These filmmakers, fake sisters, managers, friends, personal assistants, bus drivers think they have gotten away. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. They haven't. Give it some time. A lot of people going to hate me, but the truth is the truth. I got a lot of to say. I have nothing but time to think. Just know it's all coming out soon, all of it. Wait a minute. Did you say these filmmakers, fake sisters, managers, friends, personal assistants, bus drivers, they think they gotten away? So you're admitting that R. Kelly was set up by you and everybody else, right? Hold on.
In truth, we did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving R. Kelly went off, we kept that shit going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got people to lie, we got the storage, we got motherfucking video, audio. You have seen Azriel at my house, you have seen parents at my house.
Woo! Oh, so your story changing now, Larry, huh? I just want to know what made you change your story, Larry. You know what I mean? I wonder what made you change your story. And yes, the Clarys as well. If the Clarys are involved, guess what? They got to stand accountable too. I leave no stones unturned. If Angelo, Azriel, and Alice involved, and they did some janky shit, they go to jail too. They got to get questioned too. Ain't nobody off limits. So, check this out. With you being $1 million man, Larry, you asking me, bro, why you never raise money for me? Why when people posted, you delete them? When you needed a computer, I raised money for you, right? When you needed a car, I raised money for you, okay? When you made a bet, I honored the bet. You ain't had no other choice. I have personally donated to your channel at least 20 times, lie. I'm in jail and you coming for Sid. Oh, and you coming for Sid, bro. I remember when Sid had your back before I even came around. Stop. Sid came from your channel. He came from Team Truth. He was just on another name. But let's break down these lies. When I needed money, that's what you said, right? No, you said when you needed a computer, I raised money for you. Bro, that was Sid's idea. I didn't want to do it. When I needed a car and you raised money, yo, you told me you was going on your channel and do it. I didn't ask you to do that. I'm thankful, but I didn't ask you to do it. So you trying to throw this in my face like I asked you, I begged you to do that shit. No, I ain't asked you to do shit. Then you said when we made a bet, I honored the bet. You ain't had no choice but to honor the bet, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you bet me $1,000 that I couldn't stop beefing and with Sylvia and Random, right? But then you turned around and told them that you control me and that you can shut me up for 30 days. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. One thing about it, I don't play games. And like I told you, Sid came at me first, taking up for them. And when you come at the king, you better not miss. So if you coming at me, I'm going to go back at you. Watch this. This is coming from Larry's mouth. God, I am so not a hateful person. I have lost a lot of good people for not being hateful to others when I probably should have. I have also lost a lot of good people for not listening. I have taken people's side in situations that had nothing to do with me. But for the most part, I tried to do the best thing. A lot of people don't understand a lot of the moves I made because they wasn't on the inside. Ain't that's what I was telling y'all from the jump? A lot of y'all don't know what's going on because y'all not on the inside. This shit was tricky as hell. Like, how do you present a case based on merit, meaning the truth, when everyone that's against R. Kelly had a different experience and you wasn't there? Uh-oh. Simple. You had to listen and trust people. When I told y'all this case was about hearsay, now the card cracker is feeling it and he's telling the truth. The most sad part thing about that is you find out that either information was withheld from you or you was just lied to. Either way, you take it in stride because your intention was to keep the case NT limelight. Support the women who was brave enough to put themselves in front of venereal diseases, urination, dildos, and manipulation. Who did that? I can say these things are not alleged now because R. Kelly was convicted by his peers and not YouTube. That's a lie. A lot of people email me and ask me, so what did you learn? I learned that the people on YouTube are the best friends I never had. See, the people in my real life that I spent millions on. Hold on. When did you ever have $1 million to spend, nigga? When did you ever have $1 million to spend, nigga? Stop it, bro. You sit up there and talk about Angelo came out here and this and this and this and this. Nigga, you ain't even go to the damn festival you was supposed to go to. For the Africans and was having a scamming festival and you ain't even go in. Like I said, I know some Africans down here that know you too that's looking for you, as well as some Muslim brothers. That's all. That's why I said I invite you to Atlanta. Come on. Since you made in Atlanta, come on. I got some folks that want to see you. You owe some money to. And trust me, you ain't talking your way out of this one. So let's go here. Matters that Mr. McGee has provided useful and significant information, and that the government concurs in that evaluation of the assistance rendered. Indeed, in the present matter before me, 2 significant convictions were obtained against co-defendants because of Mr. McGee snitching. Mr. McGee's explanation of the scheme and the involvement of others was no doubt a factor in those guilty pleas, and he's to be entitled to a departure for that alone. Uh-oh. That's what the judge was talking about. Significantly, he assisted another prosecution. Hold on. Because, see, I believe in calling the judges on their lie. Significantly, he assisted another prosecution entity, another sovereign in another matter related to Mr. Arena. And as has been relayed to me, the investigators in that matter were quite satisfied with the information provided and indeed indicated that it saved them years of work. Stop. You ain't just tell on Adam. You ain't just tell on your best friend, but you told on somebody else associated with Adam. The other matter has also been a subject of cooperation. And I have received information from the government in camera that indicates that this additional cooperation has been considered by the government to be significant and useful. Let's see. Who could that other cooperation been against? Let's see. The court determines that on the record before me that the truthfulness, completeness, and reliability of that information has been unquestioned by individuals who have relayed information to me. I have nothing from a government or reliable source indicating that Mr. McGee has been anything other than reliable, truthful, and complete in his matters of cooperation with state and federal authorities. Woo! have been complete in matters of cooperation with state and federal authorities. You're a dangerous boy. You're a dangerous boy. Check this out. Under this motion, the court has the authority to depart from the guidelines if the court concludes after review of 5 statutory factors that the defendant has provided substantial assistance in the investigation or prosecution of another person who has committed an offense. Am told of 3 separate matters that Mr. McGee has provided assistance on. One is the matter pending. Hold on. One is the matter pending that was pending in this court or is pending in this court. Mr. Arena and Mr. Modelis have both pled guilty and have been sentenced. And that's a partial basis for the departure motion that has been made before me. Wait a minute. That's a partial basis. What's the other basis? In a related case, Mr. McGee provided assistance regarding Mr. Arena, for which he has pled guilty in a state matter in state court in New York. Wait a minute. That's a whole nother case. But then it get better. I have also received information from the United States concerning a matter in another federal district and have taken that into consideration as part of my overall determination as to an appropriate departure. My review of the in-camera submission on those 3 matters demonstrates to my satisfaction that in those 3, hold on. I read that one. Those 3 personally and as I said, Mr. McGee should be a non-custodial sentence, meaning he shouldn't go to a regular federal prison. He should go to a camp. The reasons why I have already articulated, and he's still doing things to help individuals in society. Watch this. His blog is still helping young women, still helping little girls, still helping society to prevent the predators and the pedophiles and preying on these young children, vulnerable children. I think that to stop him and to prevent him from continuing his assistance in many different areas and putting him in custody will not accomplish anything but hurt the good that he's done, the good that he's continuing to do, and the good it is in helping all these young women. What young women did he help? What young women did? I mean, I'm lost. But he say he didn't do nothing. He say he never got into the case. Well, it's in the paperwork. They said believe was in the paperwork, right? So I'm believing it. Watch this. He said people coming after my wife and my daughters. Okay. His daughters help him with the blogs. The very next sentence. His daughters help him with the blogs. They basically try to assist in the pain and helping these young kids that have been traumatized. Okay. If you admitted that your wife and your daughter coerced Azriel with you, so who's been traumatized? Who was at your house? And then it says, and he's continuing to do that, and he does it every day. So you can't get mad at me because you put yourself in there. Then it says, and again, judge, if the court feels that there has to be some sort of sentence other than a non-custodial, I would ask for the court to sentence him to a house arrest. the court can sentence him up to a year and 10 months to a year on house arrest. This way, at least he can continue the good things that he is doing. He will not be separated from his family. So it's okay for Rob to be separated from his family, but you can't be separated? Fuck that. You going back to jail if I got anything to do with it. The nature and the extent of the assistance appears to be extensive historically and providing background information. Hold on. So was Dubowski lying? I told you, stuff I already knew, I just never spoke on. So when Larry was looking up background checks on people, was Angelo and Dubowski lying? It clearly say the nature and the extent of the assistance appears to be extensive, historically and providing background information. And this is given the breadth across jurisdictions. The nature of these schemes and the importance of having an individual with insider knowledge makes such assistance substantial because of that insider status. Stop. So he was taking everything Angelo was giving him to help his platform, and then he telling the damn government that he know firsthand when it was Angelo giving him the damn information. Hey, Chris. Playing with me is the wrong thing to do. The fourth factor is whether the defendant suffered or there's any danger or risk to the defendant or his family resulting from his assistance. There's always a risk of such risk anytime anyone does cooperate. What does that mean? They fighting to get him in protective custody. Listen to what they say. The fourth factor is whether the defendant suffered or there's any danger or risk to the defendant or his family resulting from his assistance. There's always a risk of such risk anytime anyone does cooperate. My overall assessment of this, based on the in-camera submission, is that Mr. McGee suffers a higher than ordinary risk of such danger. And I'm taking that into consideration and determining my overall sentence. What you mean? If anybody else come out and threaten him, he's a great risk to go in what? Protective custody. But he got on here and told y'all, what the fuck I need protective custody for? Because he know niggas ain't reading this shit no more. But me, I'll let you tell on yourself, then I'll come back and read the shit. And show you who's the liar. In terms of the timelines of the defendant's assistance, I'm told from the government that Mr. McGee cooperated in a timely fashion in the matter before me, in the other state matter, and in other federal matters with an S, meaning plural, more than one, and has been unwavering in his ability and desire to provide such assistance. What does that mean? At a drop of a dime, if they call him, he's there. Now, let's talk about some shit. I'm about to drop some shit that y'all don't know. Passionately Gangster had a murder for hire case, right? Hey, let's get them likes up, man. Passionately Gangster had a murder for hire case, right? Larry was supposed to have been helping her with the murder for hire case. Every time she called the feds to either give an update or to get an update, Larry called her directly back and intercepted it, and eventually merging Passionately Gangster case into the feds to go against R. Kelly. Now, we know Miss Denise Brewer ain't for R. Kelly. But his words were, she's an R. Kelly supporter. And Passionately Gangster don't like R. Kelly. That's why they doing a murder for hire. I told you, nobody I'm not leaving no stones unturned because I'm not going to visit this dude again until I see him face to face. Now, he said I was lying, right? About Azriel. Okay, watch this. His daughter graduated from college. He gave her $1,000. Azriel just went and stayed at his house. Didn't talk to him, didn't do nothing. He secretly recorded Azriel when she was in the bathroom, allegedly, and all. But you give Azriel $3,000 for a couch, right? Ask yourself this question. You only give your daughter $1,000 when she graduated college. But you give Azriel $3,000 for nothing. That is not for nothing. That $3,000 could be massed for a couch. But I'm wondering, was that flippage money? Or was that hush money about him taking pictures of Azriel as she was sleeping on the couch? Make this make sense. Now he going after the Muslims. So now that make me believe that he really went after Lord Farrakhan. Dumb move. Dumb move. He also put a receipt. This dummy putting his own track record up there. That he bought his wife, Angela's wife, a phone off them Best Buy fucking credit cards, put them hot ass credit cards. He's leaving a digital footprint. And I'm putting it up there because I'm gonna make sure Bonjing got all this. Because whether you look at it or not, either way is extortion all the way around the board. It's obstruction all the way around the board. Because now you are soliciting Angelo kids just to get information. Okay. Okay. If that's what you do, that's what you do. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. I want y'all to hear this. And because when I heard this yesterday, I was shocked. Check this out.
When fucking you had whatever conversation you had, who put all that shit together to send that shit over there to them? And then you came back, and then hold on, and then you came back and said they want to meet you. They got some shit. They was like, who are you? Listen, you're right. Listen to this. Oh, I'm right. If you go to the cell phone warrant return search for Michael Williams and you look at the Instagram notifier that they got in there, it is a post that was made that says, kill Azriel Clarity. And one of us, the same person you hate, which is Blade, is one that added the FBI, which got forwarded to motherfucking Homeland Security, and that's why they got a cell phone warrant research. And that's in the most right. Now let me stop you from keeping your horn. No, I'm not tooting my horn. I'm just telling you. Listen, and let me kill the shit with Blade. Brother, they contacted me, got all that shit off there. They didn't I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck who you think. So everything came from you. No, I didn't say came from me. I said they went and got the shit. They didn't come shit from me. When they got on that motherfucker, they got on the motherfucking page. Don't you think they got something that, you know how many people sent me that shit? Did you not know I went on my YouTube that post? I want you to forget that I made a goddamn post about that and spoke on that. Do I need to pull that up and show you that it was out there waiting for fucking Blade? That's not in the indictment. What's in the indictment is that exact Instagram page with that exact post with her under there adding the FBI. How you add yourself to that equation? That's not in the paperwork. Brother, I'm not adding shit. Do you understand that anybody, they don't took a screenshot? What the fuck is you talking about? At the
police don't mean they gonna take it off the fucking thing and do it. It says it in the indictment. It says that. Wait a minute. It says that's what happened. So you're trying to say that the goddamn paperwork is a lie? Let me read that paperwork. I want to hear that. I email it to you. The whole chat know what it is. It came from there. I want to hear it. That's where it came from. I want to hear it again. They got it off there. Okay. 1 second. Dang. 1 second. Yo, y'all running around this motherfucker getting them people gonna do their job. Let them people do their job. People that support you. Let me explain something to you. Listen, they support y'all. No. We don't. I came on your page. You see this? Yeah, because you fucking hate me. Everything you did. How you gonna tell me I hate Blake? You hate Blake? You done told me to leave Blake, Nancy, all kind of shit. Listen, now you lying. Let me tell you something. Oh my God.
Now, these two black men
And Dubowski about to go in with his narrative. Now, these two I just had to play that, and that came from, Dubowski's gun channel. Because that's his live. One thing I do, if I play something from yours, I give people their credit. Because one thing I don't do is I don't do that stealing shit. However, now it's really starting to make sense. Why people left Denise Brewer. Why people just was like, I'm not fucking with Denise Brewer no more. It makes sense. And then it really didn't dawn on me of why people was so seesaw when it came to me, when it came to Team Truth, what I meant. Because a lot of people left Team Truth. And it's like, 1 minute it's attack Dana, attack Dana, attack Dana. Then the very next second is Dana cool. And you can't do that and don't give these people an explanation why. I'm just saying. He definitely was doing the credit shit. Because he did Sylvia's credit. He definitely was doing the credit shit. And he had that shit jumping. He definitely was doing that credit shit. But, like I say, I don't got to go back and sling slurs. You want me to tell you why? Because daintezjackson come with receipts. And when you hold something like this, as powerful as these last two I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to say to y'all. Y'all go get some popcorn. Y'all go get something to drink. This shit going to fuck you up. And I'm going to say this. The lie he told everybody. Oh, Dana my hoe. He do everything I tell him to do. The truth about to hit the fan right here. In these last two joints. So get comfortable. The next 30 minutes is worth your time. Check this out.
Friends, they're spending hundreds of dollars. I don't need all that. I don't need all that right now. And if that shit continue to go that way, that can fuck up your probation. You know what I'm saying?
No, it can't. Yo, it's done. It's done already, bro.
Yeah, like I got to know when to stop though. Like I'm not gonna keep continue going. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna sit up here and fucking beat with them and just continue to talk about the same shit, the same people, everything, and tie everything to them, bro. That don't make sense. Like, yeah, them motherfuckers is guilty of some shit, and I showed up for you and said that the fuck I didn't like what they did. But that was a fucking year ago. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking continue to keep talking about the same 2-3 motherfuckers every day, all day, and arguing and fighting and recording. Now I gotta watch their lives and shit. I ain't gonna do that shit. And I advise you to do the same. Like, what the fuck, you gonna beef with them to the death? I'm gonna get out of jail, you still gonna be going live to my Sylvia and Randa 14 months from now? Bro, listen to me. I'll let that shit go. We 40-some fucking years old. Shit. A whole lot of motherfucking women. You single, a whole lot of women in Atlanta. Jobs, plant. What about the motherfucking, security job? What about the motherfucking plant? Y'all just got a Tesla plant down there paying $80 an hour. They're trying to level up and get this bag. Fuck
fuck them motherfuckers in that YouTube shit. I'm not gonna be on no YouTube. That shit dead. When I go to jail, when I come back, I'm not gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna go make me some money. I got Lakers games and Raiders games and different shit. My kids want to do a big ass brand new house and pools and shit. I can't be sitting around getting no $2,000, $3,000 a month off YouTube on there all day. Can't do that shit, bro. Not gonna be beefing with them motherfucking women. They can have that shit. They can have it. I'm giving it to them. It ain't just you that don't like that shit, Dana. A lot of motherfuckers that's calling my phone. Why should do that? Like, nigga, I'm thinking about my wife, my fucking kids. That's what I'm thinking about. See, my wife ain't finna get attacked every motherfucking day by a bunch of motherfuckers she don't know. Cause I'm right here talking about goddamn R. Kelly. And I got the right to do that. Ain't nobody in jail gonna be in jail but me and R. Kelly. Nobody but us. That nigga and me. Shit, I'm trying to stop you from being one of them. If you keep on down this road with them, and I just told you before, if you keep on down this road with them motherfuckers is gonna have you in jail, and they gonna take your gun license in Georgia. I'll let that shit go now, and give them their fucking shit back, and I wouldn't say nothing to them, and I would fucking fake ass apologize and go on about my business and get my money. There's other things in life and besides YouTube. And I know you can see the writing on the wall. That nigga and me. Shit, I'm trying to stop you from being one of them. If you keep on down this road with them, and I just told you before, if you keep on down this road with them motherfuckers is gonna have you in jail, and they gonna take your gun license in Georgia. I'll let that shit go now, and give them their fucking shit back, and I wouldn't say nothing to them, and I would fucking fake ass apologize and go on about my business and get my money. There's other things in life and besides YouTube. And I know you can see the writing on the wall that this nigga not gonna get out if everybody keeps going down there pleading guilty. Everybody's going down there pleading guilty, saying that, yes, they did this shit in connection with R. Kelly. That was Judge Dunley on the phone.
Nigga, I know.
R. Kelly's judge, and this nigga is in a plea negotiation. All this shit about he love him so much and all that bullshit, he is in a plea and say that he motherfucking did this shit in connection with him. I know you can see the writing on the wall. Shit gonna be ugly. Shit, I ain't gotta go to jail. Nigga, my job as a friend is to tell you not to go to jail. But you going. You keep on fucking with them women. They gonna keep on fucking with them women and see what happens. Man, that's why I'm enjoying Exotic. Kept on fucking with that woman. Let that shit go. In the grand scheme of things, you won. You got a motherfucker sitting around hating on you all day. What's better than that? You got a motherfucker gotta watch all your lives. They gotta critique you. They gotta record you. They gotta make memes. They gotta have lives. You got 150 people talking about you. You know what that means? That means you are never relevant. And I'll let them do it. And let your commentary speak for itself. You got the best program. Instead of doing anything else, learn Photoshop. From that. You got support. Them women love you to death. They don't care what the fuck you said or did. They ain't going nowhere. Steal your shit. And we outside of YouTube, build your motherfucking credit and your money up, man. I'm not gonna be doing no YouTube. This shit over with. I ain't even gonna be in trouble no more. Yeah, when I'm sitting around this motherfucker indicted and couldn't do shit and couldn't travel, yeah, it was YouTube. I'm gonna do the YouTube thing. That's what I'm gonna do. It wasn't all about money, but it had something to do with it. I ain't gonna lie. But now I'm finna be out of trouble. I mean, I'll be damned if I'm sitting in front of goddamn staring at a computer screen all day. Talking about a bunch of motherfuckers I don't know. Nah, man, I gotta go out here in the world, go get my money back. All these motherfuckers hating on me, trying to get me fucked up. And I almost did. Shit, I almost got 6 years fucking with these motherfuckers. They had me. The judge, Janine, would the judge not have them letters in his fucking hand when he first came on the screen? Shit, that nigga, they had me, boy. They had me. I ain't have no idea they was doing that.
If I was lawyer and the prosecutor hadn't already known how crazy them motherfuckers was, I would have been fucked up. But it didn't work, and I'm blessed, and I'm squashing my beef because I don't need them fucking with me no longer. If you think that you got them smarter and bigger than that, with all the motherfuckers, I'ma kill you, man, you lucky. You lucky right now. Whoever said I'ma kill you and I'ma do fucked up shit to you than anybody else on YouTube, nigga, you lucky. You done told them motherfuckers women you gonna kill them 1,000 times. Including Gucci and Marshall and the rest of them. You lucky. And I gotta sit up here and tell you not to do it no more for you. Crazy. Better take my advice and leave that shit alone. You lost the car, the house, the job, every motherfucking thing. Man, let them have that shit. Huh? Let them have that shit, bro. Let them motherfuckers put you in jail. Let them have that shit. Y'all got it. Shit, they ain't gonna fuck with you no more anyway. None of them. What? None of them. They never gonna accept you. Not gonna accept you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. They not gonna accept you. They hell-bent on destroying you more than they is destroying us. And I'm on the other goddamn side. Motherfuckers want your ass off YouTube, in jail or dead or some shit. And damn if you ain't trying to give it to them. Fuck them motherfuckers. I will apologize. Get that lady her fucking car, apologize, cause nigga, I done dodged a lot of bullets. But you done threatened motherfuckers all kind of, man, that shit get into the wrong police hands, or the wrong FBI agent hands or some shit. You don't want to go through what the fuck I'm going through. You don't want what I'm getting. You don't want to go down the road. You don't want to be a goose, license, out, felony. You don't want all that. Let them have that shit, bro. That shit gotta be irritating. The motherfuckers sit up making videos about you every day. And no matter what the fuck you do, they won't stop. They're not gonna stop. That shit gotta be irritating. Cause it irritates me. It's gotta be irritating. But shit, I damn sure wouldn't get on that motherfucker threatening ass and shit. Them motherfuckers, trust me. When I tell you they sent that shit to my judge, prosecutor, and lawyer, boy, they had me fucked up. The judge on there talking about 51 to 60 months. 5 years away from my kids, I would have died. Around this motherfucker blessed and ready to go to jail, I'm ready. Hope the letter come today. I might get there some days early.
You about to have Janine try to kill your ass.
Huh?
You about to have Janine try to kill you, talking about I'm ready to go to jail today. You crazy. This world bigger and got other shit going on in there. Motherfuckers outside, you a motherfucking the 8. The time we spend on YouTube shit, you should spend that time building your fucking credit. Go get you a brand new charger. I'll be outside about it. Fuck all that shit. Fuck this YouTube shit. This shit don't even make money. Shit, and I ain't trying to do no more damage to R. Kelly. And I probably already done. I'm not trying to do that. It's overkill at this point. It's overkill. Overkill. It ain't nothing that I can get on my channel and say about R. Kelly I ain't already done. It's just like I'm repeating myself for likes and views. I'm not gonna continue to do that shit. I mean, goddamn, I don't even know the man. I'm sitting up here just slaughtering him every day. I'm basically doing it to make people feel bad. It ain't even about him no more. Cause I done read everything it is to read. It's about just making people that fucking
making people that support him feel bad. And I ain't doing it no more. You know what I mean? I told Angelo, I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not beefing with no more. Don't nobody understand why I watch the beef, and they just don't understand. I don't care what a motherfucker say. I got too many fucking bills, and I have $1.5 million to pay back. I ain't got time to be arguing with those niggas I don't know. I don't got time for that. Because if they ever seen me in person, they would run. For their life. Shit, I ain't can't do that shit no more. Can't do that shit no more. Sitting around the computer, 40-some years old. I don't own no house, own no motherfucking property. Got no motherfucking money in the bank, and a $1.5 million to the negative. Man, I wish I would. Yeah, my people gonna miss me. They gonna miss me when I go home. They definitely gonna miss me when I come home. But I gotta go get my motherfucking money back. Fuck all that. I gotta get me a bag. I gotta get out of this shit and off probation and get money back. And I'd be damned if I come home and do it. So my probation officer be fucking with me. Might not even tell motherfuckers I'm out. Just think about it, bro. Think about that shit. Them bitches fuck around me that took a gang of shit with you over at YouTube, and then he go to court and get found guilty anyway. None of that shit works. You know what I mean? And I'm a bitch. I know you better than that. And I know you smarter than that. Let nobody trick you off the street. All this shit is a trick. These motherfuckers is seriously calling up law enforcement. Trying to get motherfuckers locked up so they can laugh on them channels. You know how fucking dangerous that is?
Yeah.
That's what makes it bad, because you physically know the war risk. Man, listen. You don't even hate them that much.
Who?
You don't even hate them, girl.
Who?
You don't hate them that much.
Man, you fucking
you
crazy. You got me fucked up.
Man, listen. If Randall came over your house right now,
I shoot that bitch in her face.
And open a bottle and bust it down.
I will shoot that bitch in her face.
No, you wouldn't, because you ain't finna go to jail for the rest of your
Nigga,
life.
I will shoot that bitch. Yo, I'm okay.
So you'll go do. So
Yo,
you'll go do life.
One thing about me, bro. One thing about me when it's hold on, Larry. Because one thing about me, when it's up with me, bro. I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna be like, oh no, I'm cool, this and this and this. Yo,
that ain't very smart.
Yo, when me and you was going through our shit, man, come on, yo. Come on, yo, if you ain't gonna let me talk, then come on, yo, that ain't worth me.
Go ahead.
Like I was saying, and when me and you was going through our shit, but that shit ain't never get this far, bro. They did too much, just like Sid said. Yo, I'm not fucking with them. I don't give a fuck. Yo, my stance don't change, yo.
Yeah, so okay, my turn. So
I just won't say nothing else to him. But if I say him, it's a different story.
So guess what? I done seen you get on the phone and talk to your kid. Right? So you telling me that you willing in the state of Georgia to...
Hold on, you done seen me get on the phone and talk to my kid, but you sat up there and lied yesterday and said that I'm a deadbeat dad. Told y'all the lies these niggas tell. Let's finish.
Kill a fucking woman and shoot them in the face, they gonna give you the death penalty.
Okay.
Ain't none of that shit worth it. If you think about what I'm saying, ain't none of that shit worth it.
He just displaying his dislike for them, bro.
Yeah, I know. I get what he's saying. Trust me, I get what he's saying. But man, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. If you was in my position, you probably will see this shit different, but you ain't. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
No, and things that's bigger in life that mean more.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, nigga, that motherfucker was talking about 61, 70 months last week. That put a lot of shit into perspective. Like, oh, I gotta fix this shit. I can't have all these people hating me and trying to get me fucked up. Like, yeah, I want to slap the shit out of every last one of them. But I need that. I gotta try something new. I see that's how I am. When something ain't working,
I go try something new. You know what I mean? And I've been doing that repetitively for 2 years. Like, well, let me go. That ain't working. Let me go try this. That ain't working. Let me go try this. And I can tell you that the reason this shit is getting to the breaking point is because both sides, you and them, is doing the same thing. And it's making them madder, and it's making you madder. It could get to a point where it would have been a situation 6 months ago if you would have even put a child on the screen. You know what I mean? It would have been a situation back then if you would have even put a child on the screen. Now we talking about CPS and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's escalating. That's what I mean when I say escalate. It's getting worse. You know what I mean? And it ain't gonna be them. It's the problem. You got a problem with Sylvia and Randa, and they got a problem with you, Dumb K. But the person that's gonna fuck you up is not even them. Them ain't the people that's writing the letters and shit. It's the motherfuckers that's in the chat. And you don't know who the fuck they is.
Well, you thought I didn't know who you was. And the person that's trying to fuck me up is you. It don't work. I'm protected by God, nigga.
That's who the fuck been calling my motherfucking lawyer and judge and pre-trial. It ain't been DJ calling. Shit. It's been them fucking what? Man, that man was up there reading off letters to them ladies' last names and shit. I didn't know none of them motherfuckers. I'm like, man, what the fuck? He did not once say he received a letter from Dominique Cattle or Sylvia Parks or Miranda Green. He didn't say none of them names. It was a whole bunch of other motherfuckers. I don't know who it is.
Man, them motherfuckers led the charge, bro. But don't be stupid.
I get what you're saying. They solicited the shit, but that's what makes it even more dangerous. That's why I just moved. Like, DJ talk about all that shit he gonna do, wellness check and come to the house, but it ain't him. He ain't went by nobody's house. It's the motherfuckers that's in the chat. So when you get fucked up, it's a motherfucker that's sitting at home every day, and they probably calling some FBI shit, telling them all this shit about what the fuck you said, threats, this and that, yada yada. It ain't gonna even be them. It's them other motherfuckers that's in the chat. Just like them women love you on your channel, they'll probably do anything for you. They'll probably do anything, sit up and listen to you every day for hours. They'll probably do anything for you. They talk to you on the phone, they in your groups, they on your channel. That's just, but you got to think about that, and then you got to think about the motherfuckers that's on their channel. They probably working all day to fuck you up. All I'm asking you to do is to curtail this shit a little bit before you end up in a situation the fuck that I'm in. Well, you don't believe?
What I see, they doing everything to Dana and you, but nobody's clapping back at them. I don't see it. I just don't see none of that.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because Dana got good goddamn sense, and I do too. And we don't play the motherfucking police games like that.
Yeah, well, even without police, I don't play police games either. If a motherfucker does some shit like that to me, you best believe I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna pull up.
I don't see the point. I don't see the point in having somebody drive by somebody's house, record it, and put it on the internet.
Well, that's good shit. They think it's a game. But you gotta think about that. Some shit physically done to you, though.
Oh, okay, but you gotta think about.
There's really no coming off of that, though, Larry. I can understand your situation. No, I totally do. I can understand your situation.
My situation ain't entirely got nothing to do with this. If you go to Google right now and you put in Google man sentenced for threats, and you look at how many federal cases came up, and all of them niggas have done less than what the fuck they saying Dana did. Every last one of them.
Yeah, but they just done
you gonna look at how much time they got in jail for threats?
No, I understand that, but they physically
and you know YouTube, although none of these motherfuckers live in Georgia. If you threaten a motherfucker using a communication device across state lines, it's just a matter of getting that threat into the right prosecutor hand and your ass is gone.
You're right.
All I'm trying to do is give you the information to stop. Because it might mean a whole lot to you in your head, but in the grand scheme of your kids and your future and your background, it ain't worth it. And that's probably me talking because I'm in a situation. Huh?
So, I mean, like, at the end of the day, these motherfuckers have physically really done some shit, bro. Like, in real time, shit done happened to niggas.
You going down the road, see it? You going down. You willing to risk? You willing to risk everything? You willing to risk everything? Go get turned?
No, I'm not willing to risk my freedom for nothing. That's stupid.
Okay, well, what are we talking about then, bro? What are we talking about? Because that's the only recourse to a motherfucker fucking with you and doing a bunch of shit. That's the only recourse. There's no recourse. Otherwise, it would have been done. Yeah, you get a motherfucker channel took down. Yeah, you can send shit to the FBI, hotline, all that goofy shit. But what's the fucking recourse? There is no recourse. Except to fucking try to figure out how to make this shit right and move the fuck around. And get your motherfucking chips and dips to take care of your situation. That's it. Yeah. If you don't fucking do that, you keep going down that road of trying to do fucked up shit to each other. Some of that shit gonna stick. It's gonna stick. And guess what? They still gonna go live and laugh like a motherfucker. Fuck that. I ain't saying be scared of nobody. I'm saying be smart.
Yeah, you gotta be smart.
Motherfuckers is trying to really,
especially
really trying to motherfuckers.
1,000 motherfuckers reporting and doing physical shit to you. Yeah, remember, you gotta outthink them.
Hold on, takes us back down the line right now. I'm gonna call y'all back. I wanna watch this shit.
So, with that being said, my last video I'm going to show is this right here. Like I said, the Savages, the Clarys, Larry, they hate Robert. But you ain't going to tell me that motherfuckers didn't know each other before this. Let's see.
The recording of John Gillin was in fact created by Sean, the president of Team Truth, Larry, and Angelo. The recording was made in Larry's living room, but he blamed a supporter and chat member Shamina. He lied on her because he needed a reason to publicly attack the Savage family. Look at all the lies. Larry had several names in the group chats. D. Man with a Spine, Mike Lori, Team Truth 2.0, and we can only guess plenty of others.
You know, without receipts, you wouldn't believe Dana, would you? I said that to say this, man. And I'm going to leave it here. But before I go, I'm going to put y'all in perspective. Before it was Dana, it was Neek at Night. And Larry pulled her and her mama credit. And you see this right here? So what are the messages between you and another person? So when Larry started getting upset, talking about, oh, y'all showed my identity, nigga, I already had this shit. And this is 4 years old. I said that to say this. And I say it with a passion. Fuck Larry McGee. Fuck Deshaun Mondelez. Fuck Oak. All them niggas need to go to jail. And I stand by this. If you were a part, whether it be the Clarys, the Savages, Larry, his wife, his stepdaughter, if you were a part of setting R. Kelly up in any way, your ass need to go. Now, I'm going to open up the phone lines. If you want to call in, call in. If not, then, hey. But the phone line right there. Call in 404-914-7986. I want to hear from you. You know what I mean? See, I know how to be classy with my shit. I don't got to get on there and have a bunch of dykes and a bunch of motherfucking pedophiles and a motherfucking rape victims talk about somebody who don't give a fuck about them. I don't got to have a motherfucking world strong built man trying to pose as a daughter to talk about a real man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't got to have that strong motherfucker up here. Hold on. You live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you, caller?
Yeah, I just want to talk to you privately.
Huh?
Can you take me off the air, bro? I want to talk to you privately for 1 second.
Hold on. Yeah, call in 404-914-7986. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what y'all think. Call in 404-914-7986. You know what I'm saying? Call in. I want to hear from y'all. You feel me? So, call in. I'm going to play a little something until somebody decide they want to call in. If not, then I'm going to go ahead and shut that down. So, what I want to play? Let's see. What I want to play? What do I want to play? I don't know. Not so much. I don't know where to start. What I want to play.
I don't want you to hold back any longer, baby. Cause tonight, I'm gonna give you all of the things I know you've been
waiting for somebody to call in. If not, I'm gonna end it.
This is Black Music First.
It's the remix. I hear you calling. Here I come, baby, to save you. Oh,
I've been longing to touch you, baby. And now that you've come around to see it in my way, you won't regret it, babe. And you surely won't forget it, babe. It's unbelievable how your body's calling for me. I can just hear it calling me. Body's calling, I'm there. Gonna satisfy you, I swear. Hit it from the back while I'm pulling on your hair. Come here, you ain't going nowhere. Take it, body's calling, I'm there. Gonna satisfy you, I swear. Hit it from the back while I'm pulling on your hair. Come here, you ain't going nowhere. Take it, take it, take it, take it, oh. Take it, take it, take it, oh. Take it, take it, take it.
This is Black Music First.
What's your desire? Maybe your wish is my will. Oh yes it is, babe. Let me take you higher and show you how you should feel. Show you how it feels, babe. So feel now or forever. Oh, your body. Oh girl, whatever it is you want from Kelly, baby. You see, you don't have to say nothing. Knowing your body wants something. And it's easy for me to see, babe, that your body's calling. Oh, body's calling, I'm there. Gonna satisfy you, I swear. Hit it from the back while I'm pulling on your hair. Come here, you ain't going nowhere. Take it, body's calling, I'm there. Gonna satisfy you, I swear. Hit it from the back while I'm pulling on your hair. Come here, you ain't going nowhere. Take it, take it, take it, take it, oh. Take it, take it, take it, oh. Take it, take it, take it, oh. Take it, take it, take it. I can hear it. Urgency. Hey. Give you what you need. All the things.
Who said it again? I'm sorry.
It's Teresa.
Hey, Teresa, how you doing?
I'm just like, I'm sitting here, I'm listening to your show. It's sickening that Kels is sitting in jail for 4 years for bullshit.
Facts.
His whole entire livelihood is down to damn shambles. It stopped him from living. They stopped him from living.
Right.
It's sad. It's sickening. These are some demonic ass people. They all should be in damn jail. Every last one of them. And I just hope when he comes out, he doesn't have any sympathy for any of them. Shoot every last one of their asses. Every last one of them. This is crazy. I wouldn't even wish this on nobody. But them fools, yeah. When he come out, they all should be going in there.
Facts.
Every last one of them.
Facts. Totally agree.
Even the women, the so-called girls. It's crazy. This is sickening as hell. It's sickening. Excuse my friend. I'm just peed off.
Hey, you good.
Because I've been a supporter. I've been writing him. I've been sending the letters. Every week I'm sending letters. Only for these BOP, everybody are all in cahoots. To take him down for what? For his masters? For something that he worked for 30 years hard for? That's his. That's his stuff. That's his music. I'm just so speechless. I really am speechless. I mean, it's crazy. I gotta go, Dana. But I just wanted to say that. But this is crazy. This is crazy as hell.
Okay.
And Larry is, you know what? And he coming out and he's telling, and he's speaking on the nation as well. He better be glad that he's still here. His times is up.
Oh no, his day coming.
His time is up. Oh, yes. His time is up.
Because I done sent this picture over to the nation and everything. So.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm quite sure you did. I'm quite sure you did. And they don't play. They don't play. He gonna find his ass in the bottom of the ocean with a cinder block taped up, wrapped around his leg.
Fuck him.
I'm trying to tell you.
Fuck him.
But I gotta go. But I will be talking because I'm coming to Atlanta soon, so I'll hit you up.
Okay, cool. Let me know.
All right. And May.
Okay, just let me know.
All right. Much love.
Much love. Okay. I knew it was gonna happen. So here's my thing. And I'm gonna say this. This is directly to you, Larry. I don't give a fuck what you show, bitch ass nigga. At the end of the day, you can lie all you want. I laugh at shit like this. Holla, weak sauce. That's it. My shit going to be directly about R. Kelly case and your role and your daddy cover-ups. Checkmate. See, motherfuckers always want to try to insinuate some shit. I like that shit. Thanks, yo. That don't get to me. But what get to me, nigga, and now I'm going to go here. Is Denise Brewer still in the chat? But what get to me is how you put your fingers in your daughter pussy, nigga. And she was a baby, you bitch ass nigga. Now play with me. Play with me. Now play with me. How your plastic ass wife over there sit back in fear as you beat on that bitch. Now play with me. Nigga, the only reason why you eating over there is because she get a motherfucking independence card, a motherfucking EBT card, and for the disability of her children. And you take her shit, nigga. Now, if you want me to go hard on you, I can go hard on you, nigga. You the same motherfucker, but I got your sister husband locked up because you was scared to fight him, nigga. And you lied on him. You bitch, nigga. Don't play with me, whore. And I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. And don't think I don't know where you live at. See, I ain't like the other motherfuckers. I ain't gonna just come sit in front of your house, nigga. I'm gonna come knock on your door. You bitch. I said it. Now go run and tell the feds that. Go try to get in witness protection, Deshaun Monalise. Fuck out of here. Who you think you playing with? And you better be glad I didn't go the way I started to go on your motherfucking kids. Since you want to induct my kids in some shit. Talking about some daddy. Nigga, Angelo fed you. You was on his payroll. Daddy. Nigga, don't play with me, nigga. Bitch ass. What you need to do is get Sidbo tongue out your mouth, nigga. Let's talk about that. And if you want smoke, let me know. I ain't gonna get on the internet. Hey, Janine, go get the guns. We got beef. No, nigga. Just make yourself available. The same way you made yourself available and shut yourself in the house. And when Angelo said he was coming out there to motherfucking Vegas, Levi, release them fucking text messages, man. That's on some real shit. Release them text messages. Levi, release them text messages. Fuck that nigga. Fuck out of here, you bitch ass nigga. And I said what the fuck I said. And I stand on everything I fucking said. Now mention my kids again. I promise you, I will destroy and your motherfucking and retarded ass son. Play with me. And I'm out. Thank y'all for joining me on this truth. Not no lies. I'm gone. So why dude over there trying to conjure some lies? Make that shit good. You bitch.
I don't like to waste time on stupid conversation. There's no profit in that. So if I'm around people that are always complaining with no solutions, then I'm wasting real estate in my brain for what I need to project. And what I project in my brain is what I project in my reality. So that real estate only has to be for evolution, things that are going to help me get where I got to go. You understand? Help me evolve. So if my conversation with you makes me stagnate, we don't have too much conversation either. I don't have no time for no stupid ass conversation.
I don't understand what I've done wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. I think obviously the people aren't ready to see someone like me.
Truth, we did our job. We brought the information to the public. Surviving R. Kelly went off, we kept that shit going. We got bus drivers, we got police officers, we got assistants, we got friends, we got people to lie, we got the storage, we got motherfucking video, audio. You have seen Azriel at my house, you have seen parents at my house. We've done it all. I prove to you that every single person that was around him that go on them fucking channels have talked to and communicated with the feds, and they are 100% going to tell on him. I don't give a fuck if it's Kip, fuck if it's Don, fuck if it's whoever else. I ain't gonna name them all the motherfuckers, the white girl, all of them. Fuck.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
Step to the right, step to the right, step to the right. Come on, y'all. Step to the left, step to the left, step to the left, step to the right. We gon' take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back. Oh, yeah. Turn around and do it all again. And we gon' step to the right, yeah. Step to the right, step to the right. We gon' move, yeah, yeah. Step to the left, step to the right. We gon' take it back. Cause we're gonna have a good time all night through. This one's for you. Yes.
Some little niggas that'll crack you like a Dutch. You play with Miz and Mac and you will get your head bust. Fools don't understand until your life get crushed. Step your game up, illiterate fake fuck.
What? Say it later. What you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down.